Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Tuesday's Talk with Grada. My name is Grada Robertson and I'm the owner of a successful coaching and wellness business. I've been in the industry for 20 years and I'm also a published author. As you can see, there are 3 books behind me and they're a trilogy of my life. For many years, I used to work as a healer, helping my clients overcome deep trauma and major setbacks, whether it was to do with health or spiritual, mental, emotional, relationship pain, physical pain. And in the last 10 years, I decided to also focus on wealth, because once people got better and their bodies improved, their relationships improved, they wanted to know how to get wealthy. They wanted a shortcut to wealth and also knowing how to hang on to their wealth and everything that they've had achieved over their life. So today I want to take you onto a little journey inside your body and restore some flow. We often hear people talk about flow. We talk about money flow, we talk about relationship flow. We know that when things don't flow, it doesn't feel good inside our bodies, right? And when we have flow in different parts of our lives, we're usually doing well. We can even bring some flow from one area of our life that we feel successful in. We can bring that across into an area of our lives where we have more stuckness. So flow is to do with freedom, and we all want more freedom. I've helped many women over the years to achieve more spaciousness, more time, more energy, just so they feel more bulletproof and resilient and connected to themselves. And next month I will be launching a new program. It's called Discover Your Feminine Fortune, and it's an 8-week journey. I called it an 8-week journey to rewrite your wealth blueprint, but it's a lot more than that as well. So today I thought I want to share with you how you can open up to the flow of love, the flow of money, the flow of friendship, the flow of health, the flow of energy, how you can do that so that you're not missing the boat, right? You've probably experience situations where you see other people do well, or your girlfriends or your sister or whoever, and somebody else is going on your dream holiday and you've missed out again. When the truth is, actually it's available to you as well. The universe also wants to give it to you. And so we're going to do a practice that will give you a little bit of a taste of how you can change your signal that gets signaled out to the universe. Your signal signals what you want, and then the universe can deliver it to you. So I normally work with these portals of health. When you see these, also called Chakra system, I work with them every day of my life. I've done so for 20 years already. And I guess my forte is that I can connect with your energy field from a distance. It doesn't matter where you are in the universe. I can see and read your energy field and see where the energy is stuck, where people's energy is stuck, and then we can quickly open up the flow. That's basically what I do. I love my work. That's basically the blueprint of every session that I do. But I do like to share it with you because I believe everyone can do what I do. We just need to become more intuitive, trust our intuition, and become more in touch with what's going on inside our bodies. So flow is very necessary in our base chakra, right? So the area that's red here is to do with our earliest beginnings, right? So it's basically the root system of a tree, just to simplify it. So when a tree has healthy roots, it doesn't matter how many storms it gets hit by, or how much it rains or what happens, the tree is firmly rooted and grounded, and it's pretty resilient. And that's the case with us as well. So the root chakra is the basis of all our health and wealth and success. And we know that the most prominent world leaders or influencers, they usually have a really healthy root system. and that supplies them with the energy to keep going. Whereas most people, especially women, when we are busy and we have so many things that we have to do, we have, you know, so many moving parts, we're spinning all these plates around. What happens is our energy, our chakra here in our head gets very, very, overextended, and sometimes even disconnected from our body, which leads to collapse and burnout, right? So today's session is also going to help you to just drop all that, even just for 10 minutes today. I'm going to take you through practice after I've finished explaining, so that you can really, really restore some flow back in your body. When things are flowing in your body, things are going to flow towards you as well, right? That's easy to see. So let me just break it down for you with a little bit of theory that I find fascinating. So while we're in the body, like as a physical being, like you're a soul with a physical body on planet Earth, we are dominated by what we call time. It's called the time and space. I hope you can read it. I wrote time and space continuum. So when we leave the body, we're outside that time and space, right? So everything changes, and we're infinite beings, so we all know that deep down at the cell level. Now we are in a relationship with time, and we're also in a relationship with space. But as we get older, we become more and more, time poor. There's a word for that. We experience scarcity around time. We have a relationship with time that just gets tighter and tighter, and more constricted and more tense and more pressured, and it creates a lot of stress and overwhelm. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You know, you might even have a list on the cupboard door that all the stuff you have to do today or this week or this month or this year. And nearly everyone that I talk to is time poor, which blocks the flow, or it starts to constrict the flow. And this session is all about how you can open the flow. So can we change that, right? Is there hope for us? Yes, there is. So, but before I say that, this red part, which is the root system of our energetic being, everything flows, you know, depends on how secure this is. So the base chakra controls our relationship with time, with food, and with money. So all those three are the same. Apparently, the relationship we have with time is the same type of relationship that we have with money and with food. So for instance, if you have a problem with food, and you are skipping your meals, or you don't like the number on the scales, like your weight, you're always fighting with food. So you basically have a love-hate relationship with food. It's highly, highly probable that you have that same type of relationship with time and with money, right? So that means you're always in a drought, or if it doesn't rain, it pours. It's not an easy, healthy relationship for you to thrive. And I want everyone to thrive. I want people to stop surviving and start thriving. That's been my focus now for many years. So just to get back to time, how do you know you are in a relationship with time? Well, you do know it because, for instance, when you're in pain or you have an injury, time just creeps along, like every minute lasts 100 years, right? But if you remember when you were first in love, or you're really happy, time just flies. Like when you're on holiday, you blink your eyes and it's gone again, right? So, and if you look at children, this is so interesting. Children are not conscious about time at all. Like you can even give them a watch. You can point to the clock and say, you need to be inside by 5 o'clock, no later. They just don't have that consciousness because they are more still living in space, like on the space side of the continuum. So if you think of, let me see if you can see that, children, so if this is like a seesaw, so children have so much space, don't they? And time doesn't have any meaning to them, right? And so then, and that's how come they have so much fun and energy and joy and all the rest. And our relationship with time has become more and more based on fear and scarcity and lack, and we are disconnected from space, right? So today's session, we're going to change our relationship with time, not by resisting it and not by overcoming all those problems. We're going to focus on the space side of the continuum and bring more space and flow into your body and into the cells of your body. And that will automatically release more time and open the money flow and change your relationship with food and with yourself. Yeah, so when you think of children, we all want a bit more of the energy in us, because children, they're not judgmental, they are curious, they just float around in space, so they're carefree if they will. All children deserve to be carefree, by the way. They don't hold on to any grudges, so one minute they laugh, the next minute they cry, then they're angry, then they're friends again, then they're best friends, then they're best enemies. You all know how that goes. So they're just constantly letting go. They're in full flow. So we want some of that back into our lives, because that's how we stay healthy, how we can have a long life, how we can repair our relationships, and how we can increase our wealth, and how we can restore our energy flow. So flow needs movement, of course, because it's obvious without movement it's stuck or still. It needs spaciousness, right? And it needs playfulness. So there are 3 elements, and I've put it in a little article so you don't have to remember it. So the things that stop flow are basically fear, or any emotion that sticks to us, like whether it's fear, anger, stress, overwhelm. They're the big ones. Panic, anxiety, worry, and resistance. So like what people often do is like they have fear, let's say fear, okay, fear and worry. Okay, and of course I do that very well as well, especially because I'm a mom and I have 6 children and lots of grandchildren, you know, and every week there's probably something going on with some of my offspring. So I am very, very conscious what I do with my energy, and that I allow the inside of my body, my inner space, to remain calm and peaceful and free from trauma. So what people do though, I just want to tell you, so this fear and worry, so that is constricting. But then what people do is they pretend that that's not happening. So they say, no, just think positive, or I'm going to have a glass of wine, or I'm just going to watch some Netflix, or I'm just going for a walk, or blah blah, and they don't acknowledge. So this is called resistance, and we know what resists, what persists, right? That energy will persist, and it will block the flow as well. So so let's tune into how do we open a little bit of flow. So for this exercise, I want you to think about a subject that does cause you a little bit of stress. Okay, so we're bringing our attention to a subject, a topic, something that creates you a little bit of stress. So whether, I thought time is a good one, because everyone feels like, oh, there's not enough time or energy in the day for me, right? Once you've picked something, you can even write it down. I want you to write a number next to it. How stressed do you feel about that? Like from 0 to 10, is it hugely stressful, or is it a 5 or a 3? And you can actually write it down as well, or make a mental note. So then the next thing, I want you to close your eyes if that's okay with you. If you're safe, you're not driving, if it's convenient and appropriate, just close your eyes gently. Take a nice deep breath into your body. And just notice where you're sitting now, right now, where you are. And just notice inside your body an area that feels tense or constricted or numb. or cut off, or itchy, or tingly, or pain, just scan your body. And it just means there's no flow in that area. So you just choose a body part, okay? And we'll do this together. So for the sake of this exercise, I'm going to pretend that under my right shoulder blade is a sense of there's no flow. It's very sticky there. It's stuck. So then I go to the left shoulder blade and I want to compare it. So you can find a spot in your body that feels free. Now when I tune into my left shoulder blade, it actually does feel free. It feels light. There's no sense of burden there. It's like actually a sense of spaciousness there. So then I bring my attention back to my right shoulder blade. And so if it's possible for you, like if you can move, so I'm just going to move my limb around a little bit. It doesn't matter which way, just in a playful way, just like a little kid that has no agenda. But of course it's difficult if it's in your tummy. Just move your body, wriggle it around a bit, and just bring a little bit of flow and movement into that section of your body where you felt there's no flow, there's no space, it's stuck. Right. So now just bring your attention back after you've created a little bit of movement. Bring your attention back to that original spot where you felt, well, there's no flow there, no freedom. So there's a sensation there. And just notice if it's a little bit more spacious. And then I want you to go right into the center of that sore spot or tense spot or numb spot, whatever it is, right into the center, into the dead center of it. Just as fast as you can go, take your attention in there. And then just notice what's showing up for you. So it could be a story that shows up, a negative memory, an injury, a trauma, or maybe you're just really conscious of your physical body, the pain that's there, the stuckness. And all your body really needs is the light of your attention, which is the light of your awareness. And it means now you're noticing something that you had never noticed before. And your body loves that. Your body loves to be noticed. Just like little children love to be noticed. So just keep noticing what's happening right in the center of that original spot that you chose. And your attention is simply opening it up a little bit, marinating it, and allowing some spaciousness to happen. So as this is happening, there will be a change in your inner pharmacy, in your chemistry. You might feel like you want to cough, or itch, or burp, or shiver. And this is all to do with a freeing up of the flow inside your body. And it also means that blood is rushing to this area, and oxygen, and not just energy. It's like on a physical level, it's following. So some people tend to get a lot of tension in their TMJ. So if you're doing this with me right now, there could be somebody there that is having a lot of tension here in the TMJ. So just focus on that joint and take your attention all the way with your mind's eye into the TMJ joint. It's doing so much chewing and talking, probably grinding teeth at night. And just allow some spaciousness, allow some space to open up. Now I want to remind you again that you are 99.999% space. So it's easy for your body to do this because you're more space than anything else. And space just means energy or awareness, which is information. And that information has a lot of stories. But for now, I just want you to notice and allow some movement and flow into the Team J. That's right. So that is feeling better. So now you can scan the rest of your body. This is as easy as it is, right? So imagine if you're doing this exercise or practice with me and you actually become conscious that you're feeling pain. You're feeling a painful, it's hurting. So that what I want you to do is just close your eyes and go into the center of that pain, that painful spot. And all you have to do is you just say, I feel pain. I feel pain. I feel pain. It's painful. I feel hurt. It's hurting. I feel hurt. I feel pain. I feel pain. I feel pain. I feel pain. Because it literally wants to be acknowledged. It won't let go till you acknowledge it. It's just going to cling to it till you acknowledge it. So acknowledging is part of restoring the flow. The body often won't let go of things till it understands that you've acknowledged what it's feeling, what it's noticing, what it's doing, what's going on, and then it will let it go. So this is how you restore the flow in your life, by focusing on the space, bringing back space into your body, and that will get you out of that time scarcity bubble that we all live in. We've been conditioned to live in that we're running out of time and there's not enough time for this and that. The other end of the spectrum is like space. So instead of the time, focus on the space end of the continuum, because remembering that you are mostly space. Because when scientists looked at the molecules that make up your body and the atoms, then they find, then they go into the subatomic particles. These are the tiniest little particles that make up the atoms. They realized that's all there was to it is space, which is energy. And when the observer was looking at it, it already changed. So whatever we think gets imprinted on that space, that becomes our reality. So that's why it's so important that we only focus mostly on the things that we want. Like there's a saying, only speak what you seek. So if you're seeking better health and more love in your life and greater relationships, also a better relationship with yourself, and you want more wealth and more health, just speak that into reality, right? And shrink the parts of your life that don't talk about it so much. Take your focus away and just go back into the space inside your body and bring in more spaciousness. So I hope that you found this helpful. It's all very interesting. We're like super interesting creatures, humans. I love studying humans. I love studying our behaviors, the way we tick. And with many people, I want you to know there are shortcuts for you to reach your goal. You can reach your goals much easier than you think it needs to be, with a lot less stress, less trauma, less effort. You can literally be carried to your goals and be supported while you do it, with plenty of time, with ease and with comfort, and change your story, change your history, rewrite your history basically. So hope you enjoy this. Let me know what you think, if you have any questions today. Thanks for watching and tuning in, and I will be back again next Tuesday, all being well. Soon I will be promoting or open to enroll for people to join my workshop, and I'm really looking forward to taking a wonderful group of dedicated, heart-centered women up-level their life and taking the stress and overwhelm out of their lives so they can reach their goals very easily and have fun while they're doing it. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good week. Big love from me. Bye for now.